This is Halle Berry and Swordfish good. This is Halle Berry and X-Men good. Hey guys, Mike Chen here in New York on a pretty chilly, relatively chilly, rainy day in the summer. This is the perfect day to just cozy up at home or go to a restaurant and just start stuffing your face with food, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do today. Of course, this is a day that's usually pretty good for ramen or hot pot, but today I'm in the mood for some comfort food. And in Korea or Koreatown, it doesn't get more comforting than fried chicken. My first stop is right here, BBQ Olive Chicken. This is arguably the most famous, most popular, most well-known Korean fried chicken chain in the world. They got over 1,000 locations. They got a chicken university. You know how like McDonald's has a college? They have a chicken university set up, researching how to make the chickens more crispy, juicy, how to grill like 4 legs on one. I don't know what they're doing over there, but apparently they're supposed to be making it really, really delicious. When I had this in Korea, it was absolutely mind-blowing. So we'll see how the New York branch is. So this location has a couple different sections. The top part is basically grab to go, and then they have a seating section as well that opens at noon. I want the freshest chicken possible, so I'm waiting for the seating section, but it's pretty convenient. You can just grab the chicken, eat wherever, quick lunch or breakfast. So they have a lot of different flavors here. Probably their most famous is the golden olive chicken. This is their regular recipe. And then their spicy version, which is a secret spicy. So I got each one of these. Sounds like a good breakfast. So we got 4 flavors of chicken here. This is the hit golden olive chicken. This is the golden olive secret spicy with the spicy sauce. I remember this from Korea. And then I got the BB wings, which are the naturally hot, spicy flavored fried chicken wings. And these, you don't really even see the specks of spice on top of the fried chicken wings. But trust me, the heat is there. And finally, this is their new syrup fried, crispy fried chicken with a hidden layer of caramelized onion sauce underneath. Everything here, basically all Korean fried chicken, is fried with extra virgin olive oil. So it is actually healthier than your typical KFC. So this KFC is healthier than the other KFC, you know? And usually, Korean fried chicken, you don't get the breast. Usually it's the wings or drumsticks, but I asked for the breast here because that's my favorite cut. Korean fried chicken, you don't get forks and knives. You get a chopstick if you want it. But you're gonna get messy with your hands. But just for a demonstration, I wanna cut open a couple pieces, show you guys what's inside. And right in the breast, oh, that is a juicy piece of chicken. This is reminiscent of what I had in Korea. I mean, extremely, extremely crunchy outer layer. And this is like a signature characteristic Korean fried chicken. You guys hear that crunch, right? The chicken is oily, all fried chicken is, but it definitely tastes cleaner and dare I say healthier than your typical Popeyes or KFC. This is a great piece of fried chicken. The outside, that crunch, that could cause avalanches. And inside, it's just pure, tender, juicy meat. And the skin, the fried skin, I think after the crunch, I think it just kind of dissolves in your mouth. My favorite though, drumstick. Wow. Look at this. Again, this flavor, it's just gonna be pretty typical with a little bit of spice, but the inside of the chicken, you might need a straw. After you take a bite of fried chicken, give your taste buds a shower with these little radishes. That's like a little crunchy reset button right there. I'm really excited about this. I remember loving the heck out of this in Korea. This is the Golden Olive Secret Spicy. It's a spicy, sweet and spicy sauce with tomatoes, onions, garlic, and different spices. And it's boneless, so don't be afraid to bite into it. Love the sauce. Even with the sauce covering the outside, the skin is still able to retain that crunch. A little sweet, a little spicy. I think I remember it being a little spicy in Korea for some reason, but not bad. It's not as juicy as the regular fried chicken. So if you're really into the juice, the regular recipe, that's what you're going for. But definitely more flavorful. This is the surf fried chicken. This is their new test recipe, I think. They're little crispy fried bits on the outside, and it's marinated in, I guess, the onion caramel on the inside. That's not bad. It's just like a cross between a spicy chicken and some onion rings. Finally, the BB wings. That's the juiciest piece of chicken I've been into today. I mean, this was a surprise. I didn't expect that much juice to be in this little wing. I think the spice level, a little spicier than the original chicken. It's crunchier, it's juicier, and the heat hits you like after the fact, like about 5 seconds after you take a bite. Then you're like, ooh, there it is. When you eat too much Kentucky Fried Chicken or something, you do feel a lot of grease. I feel like the food isn't sitting so well in your stomach. This sits a little better in your stomach, but I do feel a little overly oiled up, like in my mouth. That's why I think getting some sparkling water or hot tea really helps. And when you do get that feeling, 100% take a bite of the radish, and that's why it's there. I think overall, the flavor is really good. For some reason, I don't feel like it's as good as what I had in Korea. I can't really explain what it is, but of course, when you're eating Korean fried chicken in South Korea, it's gonna be better than any of the Korean fried chicken you can find overseas. But in general, very solid. Skin is very crispy, extremely juicy, very flavorful. Love the subtle heat. Just to rate this chicken crispiness, I give it a 4.5. The secret sauce one wasn't as juicy as the other chicken, but overall juiciness, definitely a 4.5. So that kind of brings it down a half point. Otherwise, juiciness, this place will get a 5 for sure. In terms of flavor, it's good. I love the subtle heat. I give it a solid 4. Overall, pretty good. 4 out of 5. After this, we're heading to 2 of my favorite Korean fried chicken places, and I feel like it's in the real Koreatown, in Queens. Let's go. Here in Queens, this area over here, the 150s, this I consider the real Koreatown of New York. I mean, this whole district, some of the best Korean restaurants you'll find. And this has always been my favorite Korean fried chicken place, Mad for Chicken. I remember when any special occasion was just a typical Friday, get a whole bucket, go home, finish it all, take a nap, best day ever. All right, admittedly that's a little creepy. Here's just really wings, drumstick, and a boneless breast, but I suggest chicken with bones to get the maximum flavor and juiciness. Sauce, there's only 3 different kinds, half and half, spicy soy or soy garlic. So let's just do half and half. And what I like about this place is that I remember eating here my first time, I think about maybe 10 years ago. I came in, ordered my chicken, and they told me the wait was like 40 minutes, 50 minutes, because they said that cook every batch to order. So nothing is just sitting there under the heating lamp of death. Everything's freshly fried. That's why it's so good. Oh my God, this smells so good. I mean, as soon as you bring this close to your nose, just the aroma of garlic and chilies and that sweet honey and that sweet marinade just pummeling your senses. This is a combination of chicken wings and drumsticks, and this is exactly what I think of when I think of Korean fried chicken. And even though it's coated in sauce, make no mistakes, each piece is absolutely crunchy. So that's the spicy side, and this is just the pure garlic. Again, marinated with just a little bit of sauce, and I can already feel how crunchy this chicken wing is. This is so good. You'll want to nibble on every single little crust attached to this bone. That's where the crunchiest part is. The chicken wing has the most subtle of crunch. It's not loud and aggressive crunch like at the last place. It's just such a subtle, comforting crunch. And right underneath, tender, juicy chicken. Now, this is definitely your meatiest piece of the chicken. Oh my God. This is where the juice has been hiding. I feel like the chicken wing is the more flavorful of the 2 pieces of meat, but the drumstick is definitely the more juicy. I mean, seriously. You ever slurped the drumstick before? Yeah, you'll do that here. Also, when I'm eating this, I used to go through an entire large order. This is a large order. I go through this all by myself. And I never feel it has too much grease or too much oil. My stomach, you know, it doesn't have that crazy bad, I call it KFC belly or Korean fried chicken belly. The flavor is absolutely off the hook. I don't know, I actually feel pretty healthy eating this. Garlic soy wings. Wow. No matter if you like spice or not, of course, if you do like spice, definitely get these. But even if you don't, these are so mind-blowingly good. And it's just encasing all that deep umami flavor and that slight bit of sweetness. As much as I like this regular soy garlic one, and I absolutely do, I have a little food regret. I wish I got a pure hot wings. I mean, this is good. This is so good. This is Halle Berry and Swordfish good. This is Halle Berry and X-Men good. Still, my favorite Korean fried chicken in New York. Having this now, I'm gonna lower BBQ's flavor from a 4 to a 3.5. This is a 4.5 flavor. Crunch, give it a 4. It doesn't have a crazy explosive crunch, but still amazingly beautiful. Juiciness, 4.5. Chicken wings are great. Drumstick is just explosive. It's like the chicken version of Gushers. Overall, 4.5. Just an amazing Korean fried chicken. On the way to the third chicken location, but just want to say, this is a great little stall, homemade recipe. They only serve one thing, a beef stew. That's all they serve. So simple, so rustic, delicious. Never been here before. It's supposed to be one of the best Korean fried chicken places. Let's go give it a try. So you can choose between the original fried chicken, original spicy fried chicken, crispy fried chicken, or crispy spicy fried chicken. You can do a whole chicken or boneless chicken or fried wings or grilled wings. Here we go. And spicy fried chicken with honey garlic sauce. Spicy fried chicken extra crispy. Okay, this doesn't smell as good as this. This smells freaking amazing. Breast meat, tender, juicy. Again, that marvelous crunch on the outside. The honey garlic chicken still has a nice crunch on the outside. Chicken has a nice crunch. It's not like enthusiastic crunch. It's spicy. The drumstick, this drumstick is very juicy. It doesn't feel overly greasy or overly oily. It's a good piece of chicken. And the white meat is much better. The crunch on certain part of this meat is much better. I think it was a good call getting half the chicken because I really do feel like the white meat is better than the dark meat. Usually that's not the case, but I think it is the case here. This is the honey garlic chicken. Oh, this sauce is great. The sauce is much more gooey and thick than Mafra chicken. And all the chickens I had today, extremely juicy every single place I went to. And this place is no different. My only complaint is that I don't feel like the sauce really penetrated the chicken well. So when you got to the inner side of the drumstick by the bone, the flavor tends to die out a little bit. But the sauce itself is amazing. The honey garlic version, so much better than the regular version. Overall, the crunchiness of the chicken, I give it a 4 out of 5. Flavor, I'm only talking about this one. This one's okay. This one, 4.5 out of 5. If the sauce was able to kind of penetrate a little bit more, like right to the bones, this would be 5 out of 5 flavor because the sauce is mind-blowingly good. Juiciness, just like other places I've been to, very juicy, 4.5 out of that. I think when it comes to the regular chicken, I still prefer BBQ chicken over this place. But in terms of the spicy sauced up chicken, this place definitely has that place beat. Both these places, I don't think it comes close to Mafra chicken. That place is still #1 for me. All right, you know I've been eating so much Korean fried chicken today. So basically we're gonna take a break from eating by eating this place. I kid you not, best bingsu I found in New York City. Coffee Monster. And right now, I feel like I need one of these. This place, the bingsu, it takes a while, but it'll be worth it, trust me. I got the matcha. I feel like that's the quintessential flavor for all Asians. Like if you're Asian, you're just kind of drawn to matcha for some reason. Here it is, green tea shaved ice. What I love about this place is how fluffy the shaved ice is. Look at that. You can ski down this thing and it'd be all powder. Look at this. I can make it snow. And this is like one of the few places in New York that makes it this way. Most other bingsu places, it's just a damp, wet, soggy mess. Not here. That's why I love this place. I think best bingsu in New York. That's just what I needed. All right, let's go. Next Korean fried chicken place. It's a little off the beaten path. I'm about to visit Jay, a Korean American chef who has a pop-up here at Black Emperor, and he's making Korean fried chicken with ramen seasoning. So basically a ramen flavored Korean fried chicken. It's like all the secret food wishes I had growing up are slowly becoming a reality. Let's go. Here it is, ramen Korean fried chicken. Spicy wings covered in chili sauce with ramen spices blended inside. Sesame, scallions. This is a very traditional looking Korean fried chicken. Oh, this is a good chicken wing. An extremely seasoned chicken wing. Very, very, very hint of spices, not too much at all. I can actually taste the ramen seasoning in here. That makes it really interesting. You know, this is, in general, this is a good chicken wing. Sweeter than the typical Korean fried chickens I have. It does remind me a little bit more of like a traditional barbecue sauce. But of course it has the Asian elements. It's got the sesame, it's got the slight hint of heat. You can taste like the ramen seasoning, like just not too much. The chicken itself is really crunchy, very juicy, very well cooked. The sauce, it is the sweetest I had today, but not overwhelming by any sense. Very smoky flavor. And the crunchy outside, he actually mixed ramen noodles into the crunchy batter. Definitely the most creative, innovatively delicious fried chicken I had today. But the flavor definitely screams KFC. Not the Colonel, the Korean KFC. Verdict, crunchiness, give it a 4.5. Juiciness, 4.5. Flavoring, give this a 4.5 as well. So if you don't like your Korean fried chicken to be a tad on the sweeter side, you may not enjoy this, but for me, I think this is a pretty good balance of all the flavors. Anyway, if you want to try this chicken out, this pop-up will be here until October. Try it out and let me know what you think. Even though I've been stuffing my face with fried chicken all day, there's just one more place. Not Korean fried chicken, but TFC? Let's go. This is a cool little chicken place. Taiwanese fried chicken is really, really popular, and this place, I'll show you, really lays on the spice. $5.91 chicken. They have this crazy, cheesy chicken breast. This is insane. Oh, check this out. Here we go. Oh, bullseye. Green apple, green tea. This is good. Actually, that chicken with the cheese inside just kind of caught my attention. I was originally here for this, Taipei Hong. They make some insane fried chicken nuggets. And I got mine with extra spice. Chicken is out of the fryer, spices going on. 这是什么料？辣椒和 So salt and pepper and some chili spices. My other chicken is ready. So we're started off as a pure Korean fried chicken video. Became a little more international. So this is more like the Taiwanese fried chicken. Fried chicken is like a very common thing in Taiwan, and they usually do it like this. Crispy, super crispy little nuggets with tender chicken on the inside. Oh, this thing is crunchy, covered in chilies. This is really spicy. Probably the spiciest chicken I had today so far. Look at this monster. It's so crazy, but this is so common. Look at this. It can hide my face and it's just dripping juice. This should be the next Bon Chick. Get it? Bon Chick, it's a chicken. And it's not just leaking juice, it's leaking cheese. Oh my God, this is so bloody good. Most amazing crunch on the outer shell. And when you get inside, tenderness of chicken breast with a creamy, cheesy river. That is basically a gateway to a oozy, cheesy lake in the middle. Spices, 100% on point. I love the use of white peppers. It's so spicy and fragrant and peppery. Seasoned perfectly. I'm putting this on my must-try list. You gotta come and get one of these things. I mean, I came for delicious golden chicken nuggets, and I got a delicious golden chicken brick. That is so good. I mean, I feel like the cheese is optional. If you like cheese, get it with cheese. If not, don't worry about it. But the treasure is really this chicken and that amazingly flavorful crust. What a gem of a fried chicken style. So happy in it with this. I mean, this is something completely unique, something I didn't think I was gonna have at the beginning of today, but so glad I ran into it. I think overall, my favorite Korean fried chicken, hands down, Favorite chicken, so delicious. The crunch, subtle but perfect. I think the best crunch belonged to BBQ chicken, but it was a little tad too oily for me, a little too much. Now, I think just in terms of flavor overall, I think it's gonna be a tie between Favorite chicken and that crazy, insane, cheesy chicken cutlet I just had here. But for those of you guys that love fried chicken, you love your KFCs, you love your Popeyes, you love your Bojangles, and I love them as well. But if you never tried Korean fried chicken before, if you never had a spicy fried Taiwanese chicken cutlet, you really are missing out. So definitely give it a shot. And also, if you guys love tofu fighting, new shirt designs down below. And as always, all the places I went to is listed for you as well. Thank you all so much for watching. Until we eat again, see you later.